we are talking to former presidential spokesperson, Attorney Harry Roque. Welcome back to Storycon, Attorney.
Yes, good evening to you and good evening, Philippines.
Hi, sir.
Good afternoon pa, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
First
Yes.
of all, may I confirm that you are back in the Netherlands, and can you tell us what your legal status there is now?
Well, I'm back in the Netherlands. I'm still an asylum seeker. Kahapon kasi, I was on board a flight to
Oo.
Austria pursuant to what is known as the Dublin rules, no? Ang Dublin rules kasi, because in EU, you can seek multiple asylums, no? And in order to prevent that, they have now a rule na you must seek asylum in the country that issued your visa or the country that was your port of first entry. When I entered in March, Europe, no, Netherlands was my country of first entry. Pero they explained that the rule that the country of first entry will process the asylum applies only to those without visas or passports. And what is applicable to me is the country that issued the visa. So anyway, after 7 months in Europe, ang problema dyan, while I am protected as an asylum seeker in the Netherlands, Netherlands has said that they will not process it because it is Austria that will process it. So once and for all, sabi ko, sige, punta na tayo sa Austria para masimulan na yung proseso na yan. Although my hesitancy is because I don't want to leave Tatay Digong in the Netherlands, no? Dahil nangako naman ako sa kanya, nasasamahan ko siya talaga, no? But para lang masimulan na yung proseso, kasi mukhang long-term itong aking hinaharap dito sa Europe, dahil mukhang long-term pang nandyan ang Marcos regime, sabi ko, sige, punta na ako sa Austria. But I had two medical procedures here in Europe. One was a major surgery last 30th, and another one is a minor day surgery 2 days ago. And both attending physicians issued a certificate of unfitness to fly. So ako naman, dahil sabi ko nga, sabi ng Netherlands, kailangan na pumunta ng Netherlands, ng Austria, I did not object dahil I did not want to seem ungrateful dahil I benefited from their universal health care, no, with my two medical procedure, no. I went, but the airline, when they saw the what is called the medical passport, when they saw the medical passport, asked, "Do you want to take this flight?" And I said, "No, because my physician said I should not." So why are you here? Because I thought I had no choice, and then inulit, but they want to take this flight. Sabi ko, no, because I want to follow my doctor's advice, not one but two doctors, and that's why they said, okay, you can go.
Right.
Now, so yun ang nangyari kahapon, no?
Attorney,
there was really yes.
I actually watched your interview with Maharlika, so wherein you detailed all of that. Let me just get a few things cleared up. So Netherlands said it would not process it. You have to go back to Vienna. Does that mean that was that a rejection on their part? And
No.
When did you get that letter?
No, it is not a rejection. It simply means it is Austria that should process the application. But meanwhile, because I really arrived in Netherlands and I am in Netherlands, I'm still covered by the right to non-refoulement. Pero kung gusto ko umusad yung proseso at talaga mabigyan ako ng asylum, then it is Austria, according to the Netherlands, that should process it.
So, sir, what exactly happened? Did you apply at the wrong place? Kasi you've been there already for 7 or 8 months in the Netherlands. That's where you applied for asylum.
Yes, well, my reading of the Dublin rules is I am able to apply at the Netherlands because it was my port of first entry.
Oh, I thought your port of first entry was Vienna, which is why you're being sent back there.
No, Vienna issued my visa in 2023.
Got it.
Yes.
So your visa is came from Austria, but your port of first entry was Netherlands, and so you thought that the Dublin rules allowed you to apply for asylum in the Netherlands.
Yes, and in addition to the fact that I have what is known as a personal right already, a private life in Netherlands, because of course I've been very well connected and integrated in the Filipino community that supports the former president here at The Hague in particular.
Pero sir, why would it take them 7 months to tell you that you're in the wrong place? You should be in Austria. I mean, I suppose that's question everybody's mind eh. Kasi matagal na ho kayo dyan, nung Marso pa ho. At parang bigla na lang ngayon sinasabi ng Netherlands sa inyo. Ang sabi nga ninyo kagabi kay Maharlika, hindi mo rin maintindihan kung bakit atat silang paalisin ka dyan sa Netherlands. So parang, ba't bigla hong nagbago isip nila? O how does that work?
Hindi. Well, it's just that it takes a long time, I guess, no, to get things done in Europe, no. Pero meron din sila kasing lookout. Since it took them all the time, they only have until December 10 to ask me to go to Austria, no, to physically go to Austria, because if I'm still here by December 10, then they will be obligated to process my my application here in the Netherlands.
So there's a deadline of sorts.
Yeah, there's a deadline.
After which
Yes.
they are forced to to be the ones to consider your application. In the meantime, sir, what happens to you now?
No, I'm here in the Netherlands, no, and for as long as I do not abscond, then I'm entitled to stay here still, no, because the earlier provision was for a voluntary facilitated transfer to Austria, which did not happen because of medical reasons, no. So ako naman, talagang ayaw kong isipin nila that I'm ungrateful, no, after they have, taken care of me for all this time, no. Pero given that the airline did not accept me because of 2 certificates of unfitness, wala naman ako magagawa dyan.
Pero sir, you also mentioned kasi na may deadline on December 10, after which time Netherlands will have to be the one to process your application. That's what 2 weeks from
Yes.
now, thereabouts. So what
Yes.
what do we expect to happen between now and December 10?
I do not know, but what I am doing is I have reported to the immigration authorities and to the body responsible for my transfer to Vienna that I am in my existing address. They know my phone number, they know my email, so I'm not hiding. I do not know what will happen now. Pero sa akin naman, while I have accepted that Austria, according to them, should be the one to process the application, I prefer to stay in the Netherlands because of my promise to Tatay Digong na hindi ko naman siya iiwan. But when I was in the plane already, en route, thinking I was en route already to Austria, ang iniisip ko naman, I will just explain na hindi ko naman siya iniwan because I'm still in Europe, no? But ako, I do not know what will happen now, but I already complied with the Dutch authorities. Paulit-ulit kong sinasabi na I don't want to seem ungrateful naman, but yun nga, no, medical reasons naman, hindi rin ako pinayagan ng airline. So, I do not know what will happen next.
Tell us about this medical passport attorney, because there was a bit of a confusion over here. The DOJ said, issued a statement saying you should not be able to travel without a valid passport. Immigration authorities at any country can detain you for traveling without proper travel documentation. But of course, we all know it's Schengen area, so there are no passport or border controls. But what document did you show the airline staff?
I did not show them anything. It's the Dutch authorities that showed them. Because when I applied for asylum, I had to surrender my passport and my driver's license to Dutch authorities, no? And they still have my passport and my driver's license, no? So everything was arranged already by the Dutch government, no? So I did not have to show anything. But I just want to highlight that under asylum law, you can enter any country, seek asylum, even if you do not have a passport, even if you do not have a visa. So sa akin naman, nagtataka nga ako bakit hanggang ngayon, ngayon pa lang nila sinasabi i-cancel ang passport. Kaya nga ako kung nag-apply ng asylum as early as March 19, it was when the DFA announced that they would cancel my passport. Pag hindi kasi ako nag-apply ng asylum then, at na-cancel ang passport, you are liable to summary deportation as an undocumented alien. No? So, sa akin, walang epekto sa akin talaga yung cancellation of passport kasi kaya ako nag-apply ng asylum dahil ang tagal na nilang sinabi kaya cancel nila yung passport ko eh.
Hindi ba limited din yung, I know under asylum law, well, it depends on the jurisdiction, no? Pero sometimes they also limit your travel within the area. In your case, they will allow you to travel into any country in the Schengen area?
That's my understanding, no? Kaya nga wala namang problem na moving from one country to another, no? But definitely, I cannot leave the Schengen area. Kasi wala akong passport. Yun ang problema. if I leave the Shenzhen area, I need a travel document. In fact, even if I want to go back to the Philippines and I don't have a passport, I would have to contact the Philippine Embassy and get a travel document to get back.
Yeah, correct.
Sir, so you're saying, sir, even if they canceled your passport here in Manila, basically you cannot be taken in or arrested or deported based solely on the lack of a passport.
Yes, because of the asylum, the pendency of the asylum. Without the asylum, they would have been able to deport me summarily, no? But let me underscore the fact too that while I have seen the court decision ordering the cancellation of my passport on the ground that while I did not flee from a criminal prosecution, ang sabi ni judge is I have unjustifiably stayed outside of the jurisdiction of the court. So after I found out that I was charged criminally, but I will file a motion for reconsideration because the right to seek asylum is a fundamental human right, and I don't think it is an unjustifiable reason for staying out of jurisdiction of the court.
That's just what I was going to ask you. Have you filed your motion for reconsideration? You have only 15 days to do so, if I understood correctly.
Yes, I just got the decision 2 days ago.
So your plan is to file an MR?
Yes, and to dispute it all the way kasi we need to provoke jurisprudence also, no, on the importance of asylum law, no? Given the fact that we are a pioneer country that recognized the right of asylum seekers as early as when the Russian Tsar was deposed in Soviet Russia, no? And of course, we take pride in the fact that during World War II, we welcomed a number of Jewish individuals,
Yes.
no, to escape persecution in Europe.
In the meantime, sir, have you talked to anybody from Dutch immigration about the planned transfer of you to Vienna, Austria? Kasi nga, kung pinapa-apply kayo sa Austria pero hindi kayo makalipad ng Austria, what does that mean as far as your status is concerned now? Do you have to apply remotely if that's even possible with Austria or
Take the train?
Kasi or take the train. Kasi nga po, 2 linggo na siguro bago December 10.
There's no new application required. There's no new application required kasi nga EU is a single political entity for purposes of immigration, di ba? Shenzhen nga. So I've lodged an application. The only issue under Dublin is which state will process it. But for as long as you've lodged an application, you have already the rights of an asylum seeker in the entire Shenzhen area. No? So, kaya nga, you really cannot be deported by any other Shenzhen state. No? So there's no new application required. And yun nga lang, if by 6 months I'm still not in Austria, then Netherlands will have to process the application. Wala naman kasi yung Dublin. Ako kaya lang iniisip ko na, sige na, pumunta na sa Austria.
I think we're losing him.
Attorney Harry?
Mas simulan na yung proseso. Kasi, mabilis na yan. May mara ko sa bangag. I might as well have a long-term plan. Yes.
Sir, we didn't catch the last. We didn't
Yes.
catch the last line. You went choppy for the last line.
Yes, well, I said, kaya naman ako, pwede na rin sa Austria para lang umusad na yung proseso. Kasi nga, despite the fact na inamin na ni Amy Marcos na yung kapatid niya ay bangag, nandyan pa rin, mukhang this is for the long haul, no? And I want to have a normal life naman, and that is why I just want the asylum process to
start.
proceed and be finally settled.
Attorney, I'm sure you also know that they're applying for a red notice alert for you with the Interpol. And when we spoke to PAO, they said they feel pretty confident it will be approved soon. Is this something that worries you? What's going to be your game plan?
Kasi puro disinformation naman ng gobyerno tungkol dyan sa red notice alert. They make it appear that parang it's an international warrant of arrest.
It's not.
It's only a request for assistance to apprehend and extradite to the requesting country. Seeker is not to be extradited back to his home country. So to me, that has no effect.
Oh, so it's not something that worries you. You're not.
It's not.
It
It's not
doesn't
something
curtail
that
your
will
movement.
override my right. Yeah, it's not something that will override my right as an asylum seeker in Europe.
So, sir, you're having applied for asylum in Europe. Does that grant the asylum seeker absolute immunity from, I don't know, from deportation,
Prosecution, deportation, extradition.
or extradition to the home country?
Yes, in general, unless you're accused of, say, terrorism or, but if it's an ordinary crime, even if it's heinous, no, it will not override my right as an asylum seeker.
The overarching argument that you're trying to make is that you can't be repatriated back to your home country because of political persecution. How are you proving the political persecution part of it?
Ako naman, kayo naman, how am I proving it? Obvious naman. When you are charged in court for a non-bailable case simply because you were doing your job as a lawyer, that's what you call confusion. No? Both days, because I was a part of the 70th Congress and my colleagues are there have told me, kaya ako pinupulbos dahil dyan sa pulveronic video which they attribute to me and which they have filed charges for incitement to sedition against me and a disbarment charge. No? So lahat yan, it's easy to prove. And mabuti na lang, na-validate na ni Amy Marcos na talagang vangag ang presidente. And in effect, she authenticated that video that has made the rounds, no? Because she confirmed that her brother is an addict.
Well, sorry, sir. That doesn't really prove the video. I mean,
It doesn't.
it does
but
not
it
prove the
proves it's
video.
an addict.
Contrary to what you just said, it does not prove the video. It just adds another
Well,
voice
I have
to.
I have two authentications that it is not AI. And I'm so happy that they actually filed disbarment against me because my expert witnesses will only allow the use of their opinion for court purposes. So now that there is a disbarment case against me, I can finally make public the authenticity pursuant to a study made by expert witnesses.
Sir, are we talking about the same video? Ito yung video that went around in California, I think. It began in California. Was that the one?
Oh,
And we're getting choppy.
Attorney? Oh, yeah, the video is freezing a little bit.
Okay, I think we lost him. Sir, can you hear us?
hello?
Hi, sir. There you go. Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. We can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Sorry, we lost you for a while.
Go ahead.
We lost you for a while. I'm just trying to make sure
Well,
that we're
I'm
talking about the
saying-
same video.
Yes, I will prove it because in the disbarment case filed against me, I can now append the expert opinion that it is not AI to prove its authenticity. No, unfortunately, that expert witness included in his contract that I can only use his opinion for legal purposes. And since there is now a legal case about the authenticity of the tape, finally it can be shown, the expert witness.
Sir, my question, sir, just to make sure that we're talking about the same video, this is the video of a male that was shown in a gathering of supporters, I think, of Duterte in California. Is that the right one? Are we talking about the same thing?
Yes, the exact same video. Yes, the study that it is not AI, I will be submitting now to the Supreme Court. No, I do not know if the Supreme Court will make it public, but my agreement with the expert is I can only use it for legal purposes.
But, I mean, how does that help your case, though? Because, I mean, you think it's obvious that it's political persecution, but when we talk to the officials, they say that they have evidence against you and linking you to the Pogo Hub, and also that you lobbied on their behalf, right, during your time as cabinet secretary.
Well, that's why I'm saying it's unjust prosecution. Because do you think arranging for rescheduling of payment is complicity to human trafficking? Do you think representing a company, a lesser company for ejectment is complicity to human trafficking? Yun lang ang ebidensya nila. So ano pa bang ebidensya sinasabi nila? Wala na.
I wouldn't know. I asked about it, but they wouldn't release it to us. But I did ask about it. Kay PAOK Director Vincent Casio.
Yeah. It's been published. The decision of the prosecutor has been published. And my alleged complicity is limited to 2 paragraphs.
Pero sir, in the end, you're looking at a long-term stay abroad. Wouldn't you prefer? I mean, knowing you, I think I sort of remember you as being somebody who would want to come home and take the bull by the horns. If you're seeking asylum in Netherlands, you're going to be there for long term. Wouldn't you want to come home, for example, to address the issues against you, to face your accusers in court, and to prove them wrong?
Who said I'm not facing the charges? I have a pending petition for review in the office of the Secretary of the Department of Justice against the information filed against me, after which I will seek recourse with the Court of Appeals. So hindi ko po tinatakbuhan yan. Ako po ay nagpaparticipate sa proseso dahil meron naman ako talagang mga steps that are open to me to question the filing of the information in court. And that's pending now.
But what I mean is, you're being here yourself to face your accusers. Wouldn't you want to do that? Wouldn't you want to tell them straight to their faces na ito yung position ko, mali kayo, labas yung bala ninyo?
I am. I have faced them. I am facing them. It's now pending in the office of the Justice Secretary.
I guess Ed meant here physically. Wouldn't you want to be fighting this battle here?
I have physically filed my pleadings, petition for review, and after which, if it's not favorable, I will file my petition in the Court of Appeals.
Yes, sir. We understand,
So
sir. I mean,
them.
of course, I also understand
Wait.
you being practical. My point of view lang kasi, from where I'm asking this question is, you're there in the Netherlands, you're going to be stuck there. I don't know if that's something you'd want to do.
Well, I don't think so because I'm confident that as soon as I get to the Court of Appeals, that they will know that there's absolutely no evidence. Kami mga lawyers, alam namin ng rules of evidence eh. Eh kung ang ebidensya mo lang, yung ejectment case at saka yung pagsama sa PAGCOR, wala talaga ikaw po pwede mapruebahan dyan. At wala na talaga silang ebidensya bukod dyan sa dalawang yan. Ang testimonya nila na ako daw ay naglakad ng lisensya, yung testimonya ng chairman ng PAGCOR at saka nung legal ng PAGCOR sa Senado, nasa ng complicity ng to human trafficking there. Kahit hindi ka abogado, malalaman mo talaga walang basihan yung pagsasampa ng non-bailable case for qualified trafficking. No? So hindi ako worried. Hindi rin ako worried na tatagal kasi meron namang remedyo talaga sa Pilipinas. At yan nga ay ginagawa ko ngayon at ginagamit ko yung mga remedyo na yan. Okay?
There are other charges against you din, no, attorney? It's, I think, inciting to sedition, if I remember correctly.
Well, that's a badge of honor.
You consider that a badge of honor?
When you're charged with incitement to sedition, that's a badge of honor. But there is a clear and present danger arising from your speech or your expression. And there is none.
So, you admit that you were inciting to sedition?
No. Ikaw talaga. Iba naman yung umaamin. No?
Sabi mo, badge of honor.
Badge of honor. Badge of honor. Kasi itong gobyernong to, alam na natin kinakalaban na yung tao. No? So, ang sinasabi ko, as a long-term advocate for freedom of expression, hindi ka pwede magpakulong for speech unless there is a clear and present danger.
Because you
At
said...
walang clear present danger dun sa pinost ko
Oh dear.
on the video because we have a right to information dahil ang presidente aspect of their life.
Attorney?
ang signal ang pangit-pangit, pumapangit ang signal. I don't know if it's from my end or your end, no?
Oo nga eh.
But anyway,
Last question, Attorney. At some point you
kaya
said...
I really want to discuss this in detail. No? I
at-
want to discuss the incitement to sedition in detail because I was saying we have a right to know kung talagang addict ba siya. And I think this video at least gives us the right to inquire from the President, ano ba talaga estado ng iyong pag-iisip dahil ikaw ay presidente.
But you deny that you were inciting to sedition.
No, that's never incitement to sedition. It's freedom of expression and the right to the people to information on matters affecting their everyday lives.
Attorney, at some point you said that, sorry to be personal, that you were running out of money because you have been on the run for a while. I'm just curious how you're supporting yourself now.
Well, I still am supporting from savings. I'm downgrading, and downgrading. I started living in a refugee center. I lived with Filipino families. Expires in 6 December, and I will be living again with the Filipino family. So pwede naman tayong maging flexible sa buhay, no? So from having my own apartment, I'm moving to renting a room with a Filipino family.
What about your family?
Well, my family has to subsist any which way, no? We all adapt to the circumstance. But I have to say, after a year and 2 months of not having been able to practice my profession, it has taken its toll on our finances.
Okay?
Okay, we will let you go. The line is getting a little bit worse. So we'll let you go for now. But thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
And hopefully, if we have any
Yes.
updates, we'll reach out to you and hopefully you can come back on the show then. Thank you so much for talking to us. Former presidential spokesperson, Attorney Harry Roque.